Water, a natural resource. Water. Learning about water pollution. Water becomes dirty after we use it for washing clothes, bathing, etc. Whenever harmful substances such as sewage, toxic chemicals, silt, etc. get mixed with water, the water becomes polluted. The substances that pollute water are called Ganga is one of the most famous rivers of India. However, recently a study found that Ganga is one of 10 most polluted rivers in the world. The towns and cities through which the river flows throw large quantities of garbage, untreated sewage, dead bodies and many other harmful things directly into the river. An ambitious plan to save the river called the Ganga Action Plan was launched in 1985. It aimed to reduce the pollution levels in the river. However, the increasing population and industrialization have already damaged this mighty river beyond repair. The Ganga at Kanpur in Uttar Pradesh has one of the most polluted stretches of the river. People can be seen bathing, washing clothes and defecating in the river. They also throw garbage, flowers, idols of gods and goddesses and non-biodegradable polythene bags into the river. Many industries discharge harmful chemicals into rivers and streams, causing the pollution of water. Examples are oil refineries, paper factories, sugar mills and chemical factories. These industries result in the chemical contamination of water. The chemicals released include arsenic, lead and fluorides which lead to toxicity in plants and animals. Industries are supposed to treat the waste produced before discharging it into waters. But quite often, the rules are not followed. You know that pesticides and other such chemicals are important for the protection of crops. However, all these chemicals dissolve in water and are washed into water bodies from the fields. They also seep into the ground to pollute groundwater. The excessive quantities of chemicals which get washed from the fields act as nutrients for algae to flourish. Once these algae die, they serve as food for decomposers like bacteria. A lot of oxygen in the water body gets used up. This results in a decrease in the oxygen level which may kill aquatic organisms. Sometimes untreated sewage is thrown directly into rivers. It contains food waste, detergents, microorganisms. Water contaminated with sewage may contain bacteria, viruses, fungi and parasites which cause diseases like cholera, typhoid and jaundice. The bacteria present in the feces of mammals are indicators of the quality of water. Hot water that is usually released from power plants and industries raises the temperature of adversely affecting the animals and plants living in it. Many times we drink water which looks clear and does not smell, but still this is because looks clean may still have disease-carrying microorganisms and dissolved impurities. So, it is very essential to purify water before drinking. For example, by boiling. Water which is suitable for drinking is called potable water. Municipal bodies are required to treat the water before supplying it to households. Do you know that 25% of the world's population is without safe drinking water? The government spends a lot of money on the storage, filtration, chlorination of water and on supplying the water to our house. That is why piped water is costly. We all must take care to see that such water is not wasted. The government spends a lot of money on the storage, filtration, chlorination of water and on supplying the water to our house. That is why piped water is costly. We all must take care to see that such water is not wasted. That is why piped water is costly. We all must take care to see that such water is not wasted. Water management. About 3/4 of the earth is occupied by water. But 97% of this water is in the sea. It means that only 3% of the water can be used for drinking or other purposes. According to scientists, of all the reserves of water, only 35 milliliter per 10,000 milliliter is available as drinking water. Thus, we see that the water is very necessary to use it with great care. Water conservation. Some ways by which we can conserve the water are as follows. Avoiding wastage of water, recycling water whatever possible, that is, for example, in factories, planting trees and other vegetation, reducing water pollution by treating sewage and factory wastes before disposing them, control flooding and storage of water by building dams. By rainwater harvesting, which consists of directing rainwater to deep holes in the ground to replenish groundwater instead of letting it run off. Let us see how water can be made safe for drinking. Filtering is a physical method of removing impurities. A popular household filter is a candle-type filter. Many households use boiling as a method for obtaining safe drinking water. Boiling kills the germs present in the water. Chlorination is a commonly used chemical method for purifying the water. It is done by adding chlorine tablets or bleaching powder to the water. We must be cautious. We should not use more chlorine tablets than specified. Laws for industrial units should be strictly implemented so that polluted water is not disposed of directly into rivers and lakes. Water treatment plants should be installed in all industrial areas. At our individual levels, we should consciously save water and not waste it. We must follow the policy of reduce, reuse and recycle. Rainwater harvesting. One way of increasing the availability of water is to collect rainwater and store it for later use. Collecting rainwater in this way is called rainwater harvesting. The basic idea behind rainwater harvesting is catch water where it falls. Rooftop rainwater harvesting. In this system, the rainwater is collected from the rooftop to a storage tank through pipes. Arrange one additional pipe and leave it directly into a pit in the ground. This then seeps into the soil to recharge or refill the groundwater. Another option is to allow water to go into the ground directly from the roadside drains that collect rainwater. Summary. Water vapor gets added to air by evaporation and transpiration. The amount of usable water on earth is limited, so it needs to be used very carefully. To stop the pollution of water and to replenish stores of water is the need of the day. So students, that is all in this lesson. Save water as it is very precious.